it's Roxanne again. I'm here today interviewing one of my friends about everything that went on at Stanford and just his thoughts and opinions. So here he is.
Hello, my name is Jacob Martinez.
It's just
I guess I'm 23 years old. I just attended UT Austin, where I met Roxanne, and I'm excited to talk today.
Awesome. So everything is going to be about Stanford, what happened, just your thoughts, your feelings about the whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
So what does consent mean to you?
Consent, I think, is really simple. It's yes. We can have sex, or no, we can't have sex. So, I think that's what that means. If one of the parties isn't down, I don't consider it consent.
Yeah. What are your thoughts about like rape and sexual harassment? I'm sorry.
Well, my understanding of sexual harassment has always been, I thought it started at like anything verbal. There are always threats or anything related to, like, I guess instigating like sexual conversations with somebody, I say woman because that's my perspective, but with someone who's not wanting to receive that type of talk, and rape, I've consider in my mind like the physical, like sexual assault of someone who isn't consenting.
Okay. And so where does it draw the line between sexual assault and rape?
I think they're the same. Forceful, like, or not even forceful, like dehumanizing act where you like basically take someone's like value away from them in a like sexual way. I mean, even if it's not just penetrating. I mean, I think in the Stanford case, for instance, he fingered her, and I would still consider that rape. Because I mean, you're taking every border that someone puts up, and taking that away from them.
Yeah, and I mean, going into that, in the Stanford case, they were both obviously consuming alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you feel about the fact that alcohol basically incriminates a woman but dismisses the acts of the behavior of a male?
It dismisses a woman. How do I feel about alcohol doing that?
Yeah. How do you feel about the in the case in Stanford, Eden or she basically decided to say that she informed everybody about how the police were treating her when they were questioning her about how much she drank. Mm-hmm. They're just like, oh, so you drink that many? Really?
Right.
And then the judge turns around and says, well, obviously he drank that much, so he obviously, nothing he did was okay because he was, drunk.
Right.
What's wrong with that? But for a girl, it's like...
I think there's definitely a double standard there.
Yeah.
About, if a guy were drunk, the types of... We kind of write it off as him, like, being a dude. Like, he's supposed to want, like, have this... I guess, like, need to, like, be masculine or whatever, we define that as. Like, he can be drunk, he can be, like, reckless because he's a guy.
Yeah.
But I think whenever, in the eyes of a lot of people, whenever women are doing it, then it's seen as, like, loose women, like, I guess kind of like... we take it as something to discredit them as opposed to, like, we don't see them as just regular people having fun. I mean, she was celebrating with her sister
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
she can't
She went to
have
a frat
drinks.
party with her sister. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think there's definitely a double standard there. In general, the way we view rape and the way we see rape, we have a tendency to blame the victim
Yeah.
or survivor.
Yeah. Like you said, you graduated from UT, and we know each other from there, and that's how we met. So,
Mhm.
how do you feel about what happened there? You know, with Haruka Weiser and everything that went on.
I mean, I think it was tragic on both ends. You know, I mean, it's probably not, you know, a good thing to say to a lot of people, but I mean, I think both, like, 2 lives were lost, like, that day. But, I mean, Haruka was, I mean, she's the one who, like, lost out. She had a really bright, like, future. She was going to UT. There's evidence that she was sexually assaulted and strangled, and I think it was really tragic. You know, it really hit close to home. I mean, you were in the College of Liberal Arts too. I mean, was right behind the building that I take classes in every day. And so I think that really struck a chord with a lot of people that it could have been them.
Yeah.
No, but it's funny that you asked, because my role as a guy walking in the streets, I feel like, sort of changed. Because, I'm walking down the street, down the sidewalk, I realize that it's dark, and I'm like, oh man, there's a girl coming. No subtle movements. I want to make sure that, like, I'm not setting off any, like, alarms in anyone's brains as a guy, like, I feel like everyone was on high alert. Hello, my name is Jacob, and consent is not optional.